Have you ever truly paused to consider the profound, immeasurable value of a single moment? It's a question that often lingers in the periphery of our busy lives, a whisper we rarely heed until perhaps it's too late. But what if we could truly grasp its significance, not just intellectually, but deep within our very being? What if we could learn to treat time not as an endless commodity, but as the precious, irreplaceable gift it truly is? This is a story about such a realization, a journey of discovery that transformed a young man's life and continues to echo its timeless wisdom through the ages. It begins in a quiet, bustling town with a father named Arthur and his son, Ethan. Arthur was a man of diligence and quiet wisdom, whose days were meticulously structured, each hour accounted for, each task approached with purpose. He had built a respectable life through hard work and foresight, understanding intrinsically that time, once spent, could never be reclaimed. His son, Ethan, however, embodied the very antithesis of his father's disciplined approach. Ethan was a good-hearted young man, but his days often drifted by like unmoored boats on a calm sea. He possessed a youthful indifference to schedules, a casual disregard for deadlines, and a baffling ability to procrastinate even the simplest of chores. Arthur watched his son with a heavy heart, seeing the potential within him being slowly eroded by idleness, like sand slipping through careless fingers. He tried reasoning, cajoling, even stern lectures, but nothing seemed to penetrate Ethan's easygoing, yet ultimately self-defeating apathy. One crisp morning, Arthur decided to try a different approach. He called Ethan to his study, a room filled with the scent of old books and the soft ticking of a grandfather clock. He held out an antique pocket watch, its silver casing worn smooth with age, its face adorned with elegant Roman numerals. "Son," Arthur began, his voice gentle but firm, "I have a task for you today. Take this watch, go into the market, and inquire about its monetary value. Ask various merchants what they would pay for it. Come back and tell me what you find." Ethan, surprised by the unusual request, took the watch. It was a tangible object, a clear mission, and for once, he felt a flicker of purpose. He headed to the bustling town market, where the air hummed with the chatter of vendors and the aroma of fresh produce and spices. He approached a jeweler first, who examined the watch with a magnifying glass. "It's a fine piece, young man, antique silver," the jeweler declared. "I'd offer you £100 for it." Ethan moved on, stopping at a pawn shop, where the grizzled owner squinted at the timepiece. "150, he grunted. "No more, no less." A curious antique dealer, recognizing its unique craftsmanship, offered 200. Ethan continued his rounds, receiving varying prices, some higher, some lower, but all within a similar range, reflecting the watch's material and historical worth. He returned home that evening, a little more energetic than usual, eager to report his findings to his father. "Father," he announced, "I spoke to several merchants. The prices ranged from £100 to £200, depending on their interest and expertise." Arthur listened patiently, a faint smile playing on his lips. "Very good, Ethan," he said. "Now, I have another task for you, for tomorrow. Go back to the market, and this time, inquire not about the monetary value of the watch itself, but about the value of the time inside the watch." Ethan stared, bewildered. "The time inside the watch, father?" he repeated slowly. "What does that even mean? How can I ask about the value of something so intangible?" Arthur simply nodded.
That is precisely your task, son. Inquire about the value of the time it measures. The next day, Ethan, though perplexed, dutifully returned to the market. He approached the same jeweler. "Sir," he asked, holding out the watch, "yesterday I inquired about the value of this timepiece. Today I wish to know, what is the value of the time inside it?" The jeweler looked at him as if he'd lost his mind. "The time inside it?" he scoffed. "Young man, time is not something you can buy or sell. It's just time."
Ethan tried the pawn shop owner, who merely laughed, a harsh, guttural sound. "Are you jesting, boy? The time inside? That's a silly question. It's worthless, can't be bought." Others in the market were equally dismissive. Some chuckled, others openly mocked him, telling him he was asking a foolish question. "You can't put a price on seconds or minutes," a fruit vendor exclaimed, shaking her head. "Time just is." Frustrated and embarrassed, Ethan was about to give up when he noticed a small, unassuming stall tucked away in a quiet corner of the market. An old man, with spectacles perched on his nose and gnarled hands meticulously repairing a delicate mechanism, sat there. He was a watchmaker, his stall filled with the soft ticking of countless clocks and the faint scent of oil and metal. Ethan, desperate for an answer, approached him. "Excuse me, sir," Ethan began, holding out the watch. "My father sent me here to ask about the value of the time inside this watch. Everyone else just laughed at me." The old watchmaker looked up. His eyes, though ancient, held a profound depth of understanding. He took the watch, not to examine its casing, but to listen to its gentle tick. "Ah, the time inside the watch," the old man murmured, a knowing smile gracing his lips. "They laughed, did they? Because they mistake its freeness for worthlessness. You see, young man, the value of time is not something that can be measured in pounds or shillings. It is priceless. Utterly, absolutely priceless." He paused, his gaze fixed on Ethan. "You cannot buy back a single second once it has passed. You cannot borrow it, store it, or trade it. Every sunrise grants you a fresh allocation. 24 hours, 1,440 minutes, 86,400 seconds. And every sunset takes away what you have used, or wasted, forever. That is why it is priceless, because it is finite, irreversible, and the most precious resource you possess." The watchmaker leaned forward, his voice dropping to a confidential whisper. "Everyone, from the richest king to the poorest beggar, receives the exact same amount of time each day. 24 hours. The great equalizer. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who merely exist lies not in their wealth or their status, but in how they choose to use those hours. Some squander it, letting it slip away like water through a sieve. Others invest it, carefully cultivating each moment, planting seeds of effort and dedication that blossom into success and fulfillment." Ethan listened, captivated. The old man's words resonated deep within him, striking a chord he hadn't known existed. He thought of his own days, the hours he'd let evaporate in idleness, the moments he'd exchanged for fleeting distractions. He saw his father's concern, not as a criticism, but as a desperate plea to awaken him to this profound truth. "Time," the watchmaker concluded, handing the watch back to Ethan, "is not merely a sequence of moments. It is the very fabric of life. It is the opportunity to learn, to grow, to create, to connect, to make a difference. Use it wisely, young man. Cherish every tick, every talk, for it is the most valuable currency you will ever possess." Ethan returned home, his mind buzzing, his heart alight with a newfound understanding. He looked at the antique watch in his hand, no longer seeing just a piece of metal, but a profound symbol of life's most precious commodity. The lesson had finally sunk in, not through lectures, but through experience and the wisdom of an old craftsman. From that day forward, Ethan was a changed young man. He began to approach his days with purpose, scheduling his tasks, dedicating himself to his studies, and helping his father with a newfound enthusiasm. He understood that every moment was an opportunity, a chance to build, to learn, to contribute. He stopped procrastinating, knowing that later often meant never. He started working hard, not just for his father, but for himself, recognizing that time was his most valuable asset, and he was its sole steward. The story of Ethan and the old watchmaker serves as a powerful reminder to us all. Time is indeed free, yet it is utterly priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. And once it's lost, it can never, ever be regained. So, let us not merely exist within the flow of time, but actively engage with it, shaping our lives with intention and purpose, cherishing every moment, for it is the very essence of our existence. Use your time wisely, for it is the most precious gift you will ever receive. If Ethan's story and the pocket watch has touched you, maybe it's time to pause and ask yourself, are you using your time as a precious gift, or just letting it slip away unconsciously? If you agree that the value of time is priceless, hit like so YouTube knows this is content worth sharing with more people. Leave a comment below. What moment made you realize your time is truly precious? What time-wasting habit do you want to change starting today? Sharing your story not only helps you become more aware, but also inspires others who might be struggling just like Ethan. If you enjoy motivational stories about the value of time, self-growth, and living with intention, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Every new video will be a gentle reminder that your time is your most precious asset. Don't let others or procrastination decide how you spend it. And don't forget to check out the Stories About Time and Life playlist on this channel to continue your journey of cherishing every moment and building a more meaningful life, one day at a time.